Hello gamers, welcome to today's video, and today I'm gonna do the dummy guide to starting the 7 Deadly Sins Origin. And why am I qualified to make this video? Because I'm a dummy, like a big dummy. And I don't know shit, really. Like, I'm not one of those, like, endgame Andies who can give you all the, like, thinking builds and shit. No, I'm just gonna tell you the simple things from one dummy to the other. The things that I think are important to do when you start the game, and some things you might not know, my own tips. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. I really recommend this game. I think it's a lot of fun, especially if you're a fan of the series. It's really cool. The game feels honestly overall really nice, and I hope you enjoy it if you do decide to play it. First thing, and basically like in any gacha game, is your daily missions, which will be technically on the bottom, but because I finished this, it's in the middle for me. But yeah, you need to do 4 daily missions, but it is recommended and a good idea to try to do most of these so you can get all the rewards for it. Also, another thing, you have, once you, obviously at the beginning you will only have Lioness, but once you unlock more areas, it will give you option to change, and the quests will be fairly the same, but just matching the area. Now, keep in mind that you can only change this once a day. You cannot just change it around, so once you pick it, it will be locked onto that for the entire day. So keep that in mind. You only get one choice per day. So you can't even, sadly, look around to see what rewards, what you need to do. But again, no big deal, but that's just something to keep in mind. The keys will reset every 24 hours with your daily, so you will get your amount of keys per day, but they do not stack. They do not stack, so make sure to spend them every day. Now, what do you spend them on? So you have the normal world bosses, like the Werebear, the Big Moss, anything that's basically in a circle is your simpler, smaller boss. Then you will have the bigger bosses, the bigger overworld bosses that are more difficult, but usually give better rewards. Also, obviously, when it comes to any of the claimable items, the higher your world level, the better the loot will be. Now, the loot is not guaranteed, it is a percentage for everything, but your percentage will get higher with each world level. It will also always show you the recommended power or attack for each boss. Then eventually you will also have dungeons to do and boss challenges. I'm not gonna go into it just so in case you don't want to see, you don't have to. Because it is like somewhat spoilery, you know, that kind of depends. Dungeons are a little longer. You have to go through like a few like levels. Usually like the map of the dungeon is a little bit bigger, and then you have the boss challenges. And for both dungeons and bosses, you have a difficulty that increases every time. Now, we have something that's really fun about the game, in my opinion. Well, the fun part is the pets. You have a lot of pets. You have a different variety of pets. You have your gliding pet, which is just a skin for your glider. You can glide. You have your summon pet, a riding pet, and a flying pet. Now you will see that each pet has their little thing. So they have auto collector, which means anything you break, mine, they will pick it up for you. You don't have to do that if you summon it. I am gonna recommend you the one that I found that's been really, really useful, that I wasn't even planning on getting, because I am usually like, obviously it's good to collect for your codex, but I usually gravitate more for the cuter stuff, you know, like this baby bird is the cutest thing ever. But the Quiet Forest Golem, which you can catch in the Fairy Forest, auto mines for you, which is really nice. Really, really nice. It is a little bit harder to catch because of the percentage, but it's worth it. It really is nice. So this is my recommendation tip. Try to get this as soon as you can in the Fairy Forest. One thing I want to add in the editing is there's currently the celebration update event, which you do get on day 3 a flying mount, but in the case you play after or you don't have access to that, or anything in the future updates they might give, then the next part is still very relevant. Just wanted to add that in. Okay, back to the video. I highly recommend. This is not easy. I grinded my ass for it. But boy oh boy was it worth catching a flying mount. It will take time for you to get to the area that you can acquire the flying mounts, which is the Dragon's Grave. Now let's get to the least fun part of the pets, and that is capturing them. Now to capture them, first of all, you'll have your crafting bench. To unlock higher quality potions for HP and for capture potions, you will need to enhance your workbench. It will tell you each time what you will need, and you will need to acquire all your materials for it, mine them, gather them, craft them, and then you will be able to enhance it. So crafting potions is basically one after the other. Start with the simple, into normal recovery, into premium, and supreme. So you will have to craft from small to big with both of them. And it will show you everything that you need to gather. Some you gather by, going around, and some are you need to salvage. For salvaging, you also do it just over here. When it comes to potions, each potion has a base capture rate. The highest crafting potion that you can currently craft is the concentrated potion of charm, which is 60%. Now, if you go into the codex, you will see once you encounter and kill, it will go into your codex, and then it will show you the capture resistant percentage. Now, the flying mounts, because they are really good, do have a higher resist rate, and it's a lot harder to capture them. So it is not easy, but boy oh boy do I think it's worth it. So that's something that you can prepare for while you're starting the game, so you can get it as soon as possible. Now for the pools. So this is the important currency of the game. Star fragments. With the star fragments, you pull for... Well, you can pull on both banners, but honestly, only get the hero pickup draw ticket, only the yellow, only use it on this. Do not use it on the regulars like any other gacha. So for every 80 pulls, you will get a guarantee SSR, and then it's the 50-50. You will get either standard or the banner character. Also, you have something that is the 120th draw bonus, which will give you the character you're pulling for on the banner one time guaranteed, which means if you lost the 50-50, right, you can still get an extra character on the next pull. So that does not affect your in the 80. This is just like an extra thing. So you can, if you get this and then you want to continue with your guaranteed, you will get another. So that's just something to notice. That's how it works. You will get like a fairly good amount. Like the game is overall, like so far has been very, very generous. So never use it on the purple ones, only get the yellow ones, the yellow orangey ones. In the shop, you will have exchange shop. If you go into the star trace fragment, which is what you get when you constantly pull, you get copies of things. You will have, like any other gacha game, 5 and 5 per month, so that's a very important one to claim. As I mentioned earlier, the world level is important. You have a lot of levels to go through. So you will start with a level 1, and then you will have a boss fight to level it up. It is a bit hard at first, I'm not gonna lie. It usually feels like when you level up your world level, it feels like you're getting hit by a truck about to get fucking isekai'd, man. But you get used to it. Now, another big thing that I think is important to not sleep on is the character's passives. A lot of the passives have things to do with travel and to help you explore the world. For example, for Meliodas, you get a double jump and you have a wall climb, which is really, really handy. Now, Meli is obviously no longer in the banner at the moment, but I'm sure they'll have a rerun, so that's an example for that. Now I'll show you a team, pick some examples here of ones that have fun passives that I think could be very helpful, especially before you get like flying mounts and at the start of the game. Obviously some of them are 5 stars, so that could be like, random if you get them or not, but you should have in your email the SSR character picker. For King, honestly, one of the best, in my opinion, for traveling. It makes it so much easier. A little clunky sometimes depending on where you're positioned in the map, but you can basically just take him, you use it, you aim your orb, and he just sends it. He flies. Which is really, really handy, especially in certain areas that are like you have more mountain areas, and it's really good. The cooldown is on the longer side for a good reason. It is really handy, but it's really good for traveling. You also have exploration related. You have Tiora with a little whip, so she can get height, which is really nice, especially early on. Great option to like get some height. So then you have Bug as well, which turns into a little doll, which is really cute, and he can fly around. Also very handy. Free to play as well, because he is a 4-star. Small, tiny spoiler. If you don't get him early on from your pools, he is a unit you're gonna get in one of the missions for free. But that's a little later in the game, because I only got him from that mission. I just didn't get him in my pools for some reason. But you might get luckier, so that'll be good to use. Then you have more exploration type of passives, like Mr. Hendrickson, who unexpectedly is a flower girl. So you will see on the minimap all these little flowers. So he will show you all the flower type pickables and gatherables that you can get around. So instead of like, trying to look for that bling bling, because the items shine, you can just kind of see it on the minimap and be more oriented and know where to go. Then one of my favorite passives is the Drake passive. Drake's passive will show you treasure chests. It will show you treasure chests, and that has been so helpful for gathering. Honestly, 10 out of 10 passive. One of the best ones in the game, in my opinion. It makes things so much easier. I ran into a tree. So, to quickly run down when it comes to characters, a character that I just haven't leveled up, you need to unlock the mastery. Each character has 3 weapon types to choose from. Each has like a more of a different path. Some are more defensive, some are more support, damage, depending on the character. In some cases, for characters, you will have different elements. For example, holy, physical, and dark. So you can go from different routes to different builds, which is really cool. Also, each path will change the abilities as well, so that's really fun. Each has its own mastery to go through. I honestly think it's such a fun way to have a bunch of play styles, different teams. It's really fun. So you will need to unlock the mastery to place every weapon. Now, very important to place a placeholder weapon, because weapons not in use provide 30% of their attack. So don't leave the slot empty, even if you don't use if you're not using the path, put something in so you can get the extra attack. It's really good. The highest level for the character at the moment is 30, so you'll be able to get it to 30, and then that's basically it. You skedaddle. Weapons, the max at the moment is 50. And then you build up your armor. This is your mastery. You unlock each one. You unlock like the number circle, then you will have 4 around it to level up, and then you level up the next. You enhance it, unlock it, and that's how you go about it. And you will get potentials. There is a lot of potential, but you get some from leveling up your mastery and stuff like that. So it's a little much, but it's cool. It's fine. So yeah, that's kind of like the small things I wanted to tell you in case you're new to the game and you needed some guidance. Also, remember to go around when you do your dailies, run around, collect some materials. We have a better quality of life now, so if you go into, let's say, you want to get some silver ore, Obviously dungeon mining, track it. Now we actually have good tracking, so once you break the item, it will go to the next one on the map instead of having to redo it. That's what we had to do earlier on, which was not fun at all. At all. Devs. But yeah, thankfully they changed it, thank the Lord. Go around, gather things, gather extra stuff, you know, for example, flowers for the potions. You need to gather certain flowers so you can salvage, explore, you gather resources so you can craft. Enjoy the story. The story is really, really fun. I've been really, really enjoying it. I think overall the devs did an amazing job. I've been loving this game so much. So I think definitely worth a try. And just, yeah, go on, enjoy the game, explore, have fun, pull for the characters, hope you get the character you love. If you have any other questions about the game, I'd be happy to answer you if I know. Because like I said, I'm a dummy myself. And I'm just sharing the knowledge that I do have. It's not much, but it's honest work, okay? Exactly. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little video. If you have any questions about the game, feel free to ask down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. And I will see you next week. Bye! Mwah!